Hi Andreas and all your fans at eSurfboards.com. Welcome to the Flightboard stand at the boot show. It's been super exciting to be here. We've met hundreds of people. It's been an absolutely flat out show. So come on in and have a look at our boards for 2019 summer. So for 2019 we have 3 board sizes in the range. This board is the middle size board. It's the Flightboard Standard. It's a 5'8", 100 liters, and it's available in 3 different colors. This one is the ash wood veneer. It's real ash wood, like a beautiful piece of furniture. And you can also get it in a black Italian carbon negra or a white Italian carbon negra, which we'll also see in the other boards. This board's fitted with the silver 75 centimeter eFoil, the cruiser wing, and it has the Explorer battery inside. We'll talk a little more later about our battery design because battery safety is such an important thing with boards like this. Okay, this board is the Flightboard Pro. It's our smallest board. It's 5 foot and only 70 liters, but that gives you a lot more responsiveness when riding because there's less swing weight. And also it's smaller and more compact when you're traveling. This board's in the black carbon negra, but again, just like the Flightboard Standard, is available in the wood, the ash wood veneer, and also in the white carbon color. This one's fitted with the 75 centimeter black eFoil and the flyer wing for faster speeds. Okay, with this board I'm going to show you how our remote control works. First of all, our remote control goes automatically into safe mode. Safe mode means that when I pull the trigger, the motor doesn't run. So every time I get on the board, I'm going to arm the board and then I can ride. And arming the board is really easy. You just put the bottom of the hand controller on the arming pad and then you can pull the trigger and off she goes. The hand controller also features 20 virtual gears. So on power level 1, or gear number 1, you have very low power, just enough for a walking pace, and then as you want to ride, you can increase your gear, increase your power level. And just to give you an idea, out of those 20 gears, I'm usually up and foiling at 7 or 8. So I'm using less than half the power that's available there. Of course, I'm a little bit lighter weight than some riders, so some riders might need to use higher level gear, but 20 is a lot of power, much more than you would need. So it's pretty exciting. This got a lot of potential. So on the first screen, you have distance traveled and distance remaining. On the second screen, you have time elapsed and time remaining. On the third screen, you have your maximum speed and your average speed. On the fourth screen, you have the board battery level in percentage and the hand controller battery level in percentage. So you're seeing that the board has 55% battery and the hand controller has 54% battery. This screen is really super interesting. It shows the energy used per kilometer, so the efficiency that you're riding. And if you are going really fast, you'll be using more energy per kilometer, and you can find easily an efficient foiling speed where your most efficient speed that you can get the maximum distance from your battery. And for example, for me, it's about 23 kilometers per hour. For a heavier rider, it might be a little bit faster. And this is the speed at which you'll get the most time and the most distance using your battery, and that screen is pretty interesting. And then the last screen, we have the diagnostic screen that shows the current usage at the moment, battery temperature, RPM of the propeller, and motor controller temperature. So our onboard computer, which we call Flightboards, is bringing all of this information together in real time, 100 times a second, and is very sophisticated. This is the Flightboard Air. It's an inflatable board. It's our biggest board. It's a 6'6" and 185 liters. It's the easiest board to learn on because it's got so much stability when you're not foiling, when you're getting on the board, that it just brings everything to a more accessible level. It's also more durable because it's inflatable. It can bounce a little bit off of things. And it's a great board for schools. It's a great board for charters. It's a great board for anybody who's looking for a board that a lot of people will use and really to experience this sport in the easiest, most accessible way. So we're pretty excited about this board. Of course, it has some other advantages, like it packs up quite small It's it's nicer to fall on top of if it's softer, so that's kind of nice. And this board is fitted with the 60 centimeter foil. So we're offering a shorter length mast on this foil, 60 centimeters compared to the 75 centimeters. Everything's interchangeable, but we recommend only the 60 centimeter foil with the Flightboard Air. So Andres, you asked a really good question. What's the difference between our 60 centimeter eFoil and our 75 centimeter eFoil? Well, I'm going to try to explain. They both have their advantages. The 60 centimeter eFoil, which is the one I have in my hand here, has the mast 60 centimeters, and this is shorter. It allows for the rider to have an easier time learning to foil. You're not going to fly quite so high out of the water, so it's a little bit less intimidating. It's more accessible. If you fall, you don't fall from quite such a height. And also for a lot of locations where the water is a little bit shallower, you don't have to go so far off the beach to be in deep enough water, and you can more easily ride over some sandbars or whatever is in the water. So we designed this actually for one of our schools, but the feedback was so positive that we decided to offer it. And actually it's now the recommended foil for the Flightboard Air. The other two boards, the Flightboard Standard and the Flightboard Pro, you can actually use either the 60 centimeter or the 75 centimeter. Now the 75 centimeter eFoil is really great for choppy water and for carving more aggressive turns. And the reason is that you have a much larger distance, a much larger sweet spot where you can ride, where the water can be at any level here, and so you have this range of altitude that you're flying out of the water. This means that in choppy water you can more easily just go straight through the chop, and if you want to bank a really aggressive turn and get the board on quite an angle, you can do that without the board touching the water because you have this longer mast. All of this is really important for us in that we also have our propeller much lower on the mast because we use the integrated fuselage design that we came up with. So by integrating the motor into the fuselage, we already have this bigger distance, this bigger sweet spot between the board and where the propeller would start to suck water. So you have already a nice sweet spot even with the 60 centimeter eFoil, but on the 75 you have even more, and of course my favorite is to ride the 75 centimeter eFoil. Okay, I'll just show you a few quick features about our battery. This one's just a case, it's pretty light, this guy doesn't have cells inside, but we just show you that we've got our positive and negative terminal quite far apart. This is for better safety. Here you have the lights that show the status of the battery, and the CAN bus, which is the data coming from the battery management system to our onboard computer, the flight box. Here's one of the most advanced batteries that we've seen. We've put a lot of effort into it. We believe it's the safest thing, and that's super important for us because we know it's important for you too. Okay, great. So when you receive your Flightboard, you're going to get 3 bags. One is a board bag. The other one's going to be a hard shell case for your battery. And this is the bag that the eFoil comes in. So inside you've got the eFoil, you've got your wing sets, the charger. This is an accessories bag where your hand controller and the Allen keys live. And yeah, that's the presentation of the eFoil part of our Flightboard. It's been great talking with you, Andreas. We're really looking forward to 2019. We're already starting to deliver boards. We have a lot of orders that are going to get us through until the end of May at the moment. You can, if you want a Flightboard, contact us directly. We can put you in touch with one of our resellers who might have boards already ordered for delivery in March or April. And new orders will be shipping from June onwards. It's going to be a fantastic year. Get on board, take flight. It's so much fun, you won't regret it.